Morning, everybody. Ooh, that was a long night. Finished at the shop at 9. Got to Odie's about 4 a.m. You know, between stopping for fuel and food and ooh. But we're up and we're going to Adams today. So excited about that. The car seemed good last night, all through the night. Solid. No issues, no noises, no nothing. So let's see how she does for the remaining events. I've never been to Adams before. Everyone says it's a lot of fun. It's another small kart track, so that's going to be great for tandem. I just need to wake up. All right. Now the drive down from Odie's house is so beautiful. God, those areas. It's good. For now, let's go to Adams. Just arrived to Adams. I don't know if anybody's even drifting yet. I don't think we missed much sleeping in. I needed that. Yes.
Hello YouTube, welcome to Drift Week 2020. We are on day 8, track 5 at Adams Motorsport Park over here in California, Texas. We have made probably over 2,000 miles of driving so far. We have about, I would say, 70% of the cars left, maybe a little better. My car is currently down. Matt Field's car broke last night and he had to make a drive that was about a 7-hour drive of 3 hours. He covered that at more than double the speed limit the entire way to Corvette he prepared for to. And we had a lot of drivers go through a lot of problems like Trevor blowing up the 2J, and it's just been a crazy trip so far. I can't believe we made it this far, but on attention all drivers, we're having a driver's meeting right now under this podium bid. This is so much harder than you think. We put on Drift Week shirts courtesy of Adam. Go to his website. What's your website, Adam? LZMFD.com. They're probably all going to be gone because all those people instantly buy them. Thank you, Adam, for t-shirts. He's like, I only made 3,000. They might not last long.
I think we made 200.
200? Yeah. That'll work.
Mesker's sad he's not on the shirt.
Yeah. Why not,
How'd you
Mesker?
forget me? He's not on the shirt.
We'll write you in.
Michael's even on there, and he didn't even come on the trip. Michael didn't even come on the trip.
It's okay. Would you
I'm
rather be on
Mesker.
would you rather be on the trip or on the shirt?
The trip, obviously.
There we go. You're fine.
We could just cross out and chill back.
What?
What about those that go both? The trip and the
Well, they're better than him. Wait, did I make it on the shirt?
I would hope
I'm the first person.
It is.
I hope it is. Fielding just got his own Larry Chen photo shoot, it looked like. Was that what happened?
I got an episode of Autofocus.
You know how expensive that is to like buy one of those probably?
Because you knew Larry was going to be here. So.
I think I got one too.
Right.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I wish my freaking car was here.
Yeah.
That's one of those things that
It's a bucket list thing.
it's not just a bucket list thing, like it makes you feel legitimate. Like Chelsea already feels legitimate.
Well, no, he came over and we were talking. He's like, oh, tell me how this is different than we're normally interviewing you. I said, well, normally I'm on probably the most expensive team with the most expensive cars, and when I'm here by myself having fun, I do everything the cheapest way possible, as I'm JB welding my radiator back together.
It's a surreal experience, this whole thing, isn't it?
It really is.
Fielding?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, like
Seeing the cars together, like the fact that we made them all the way to California, incredible.
Yeah. But we're driving with so many rad guys, so many rad cars, so many rad content creators, so much cool stuff. And taking time to like, oh, Larry Chen's just gonna come take our photos,
Right.
or you know, whatever. It's
I
just
think it's even cooler, not just the cars and the drivers, but the venues. Like, we normally wouldn't get to go to half the places we've been.
no, absolutely.
So this is
the whole thing's
that
been
right there.
surreal. Look at how good your car looks at the end of this.
Oh, I know.
This is ridiculous.
Please keep it that way, I hope.
You're lucky my car wasn't here.
I know. Well, I don't mind. The damage you usually do is just door marks. That can be fixed. When I smash the front or rear end, that's when I'm mad.
I know, it's so
Yeah.
expensive. Sponsor time! I want to give a quick shout out to the sponsors that made this entire trip possible. Instead of telling you how great their products are, I'm going to tell you how these sponsors all support the type of content you love to watch and support you as viewers. For example, BC Racing Coilovers has supported the growth of drifting over the past decade more than any other coilover company. They use their marketing money to promote and grow drifting as a whole, shaping the world of drifting and allowing the people within it to do amazing things. They have supported characters like Chelsea Denofa and made his journey across the past decade possible from grassroots to pro. And they supported Lone Star Drift and our creativity to shape, change, and create a drifting community in the way we envision it. And What Monsters Do and NK Wheels are another set of companies that have shaped car culture in the past and helped move it forward into the future. NK has built millions of wheels worldwide for everything from F1 race cars to passenger cars, and has helped build the drift community through investment in racing teams and media. What Monsters Do is a clothing brand that brings us not only cool car culture focused clothing, but they have invested heavily in the creation of YouTube content by supporting creators within the car community for years with their marketing budget. They help bring you content like our Japan trips, which are fun and unique, and I really thank them for that. And with Fitfo Culture, we are starting a relationship with a brand new partner. After hearing about the unique project Drift Week from one of our drivers, they asked how they could be a part of the project. They wanted to use their marketing budget to promote and build the drift community in a different and interesting way, and we thank them for that. So please go check out all of these companies out online, follow them on social media, and if they fill a need that you have for a product, please support them. Now, back to our video. We're here with Luke Fink, kart track aficionado. Did I use that word in
No,
Aussie land?
I don't even let carts on my track anymore. So it's just a drift track.
No, I meant aficionado.
Aficionado?
Aficionado. Do you use that word? No.
No.
It's a bougie word.
I don't know. Is this someone that likes to drive?
It has
kart
to
tracks?
be, everything in Australia has to be a version of the word cunt. Bougie cunt. So tell me about this track real fast. Do you like it? What's it like?
It's pretty sick. It's super tight, but honestly, I really love challenging stuff to drive. Like, you know what I mean? Stuff where, especially my car, like you see, I was tinking the fence post down there, throwing backies into there because the track's the width of my car sideways. So it's like, if my bumper's not on that wall, my front's over the ripple strip. So it's sick. Like, I really like it. It feels, I don't know, I think tracks that are really tight and fun like this remind me of street drifting, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you know you can't go off, you know what I mean? Like, you can go off to an extent, but like, you've only got a few feet either way here, and there is poles here just like a track. I mean, like a street. Yeah, you just don't have to look over your shoulder for cops.
How good is the G35 on this trip so far?
On the actual trip itself?
Remember, I was gonna say the average YouTuber is watching this and like they don't know how everything is going, so you gotta explain it to us.
Yeah, so before the trip I had issues, but that was, you know, I bought the car as someone's daily driver. It wasn't a drift car and it had been babied around, and basically the moment I pushed it, it blew up.
Yeah.
And that was way before this trip. There was a couple, 4 weeks I think before we started this trip. But since we've been on the trip, the actual trip itself, I've had 1 day of some sort of weird electrical issue for the last half of our day at Sandia, and other than that, it's been faultless.
And you figured out the electrical gremlin, or it just went away?
Basically, I just bypassed a bunch of sensors, and it's not doing it anymore. So yeah, I got pretty upsetty spaghetti that day.
How do you bypass sensors?
Basically making them think that they're not on, or they're...
Oh my god, these cars are so loud.
Yeah, they don't do any... Like, you'd think if you were this close to houses, you would, like,
Yeah.
mandate
That Corolla
yourself.
was insanely loud.
You
It was
think
like being raped in your ears
like-
by a car. We're talking about if that's the best car for the trip. Is it going well? What have you done to it?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's the best car for the trip. It's the best. It's one of the
The
best.
running
cars.
car is the best car.
Yeah, and honestly, I've probably had the least issues out of anyone, I'd say.
Yeah. Which is really surprising.
Yeah, like I guess I got all the. I did like, as you know, like I went San Francisco, LA via a drift event, blew the engine, then drove the car to Miami, did a drift event there, and drove all the way back to Texas. So I got quite a bit of time to get the bugs out of the system, where a lot of guys like yourself want to build a fresh car, and the first drive
that was
the
really
trip.
dumb. Yeah.
It was.
We didn't plan
dumb,
it that
it's
way. It just
super-
happens that way.
Yeah, cars never happen as quick as you want them to, etc.,
Yeah.
etc. And I guess I had that time to get the teething issues
By
out
the
of the
way, that car, the SC, we street drove it more than 1,000 miles, maybe 2,000 miles before we brought it.
Yeah.
We just didn't beat on it hard enough.
That's
you know?
it. You needed to go
Yeah.
out and beat on it. Yeah. So we went out. I went and did some street stuff with that thing, and went drifting with Adam. We had a private day where I beat on it for hours on end, and the thing was good. So, you know, I'm already touching wood, but it's been phenomenal on the truck so far, on the trip so far. You know, I was getting mad at it, but realistically, I only missed out on a couple of hours of drifting at Sandia, and it was just some stupid sensor issue that it was nothing terminal or whatever. So yeah, it's good.
Cool.
It's other than that, it's sustained a little bit of damage, but
You
that's
do it
standard.
again in the same car.
I probably would. I would love like another 20 or 30 horsepower, just so I could comfortably spin second. Because point of view, my car was great because I had a family here with me, and it was cheap. It's very, very cheap. You know what I mean? That torque tube probably cost nearly as much as my car, so I'd imagine it wouldn't be
You
cheap.
probably
for a
got it for
torque tube.
free. When you're an
Because it's Matt
A-list,
Field.
when you're an A-list celebrity, man, you don't pay for stuff. When you're Luke
Come
Fink,
on.
you don't pay for
Matt
stuff.
Field's only fucking one.
Did you
like,
pay for
one
that
round?
shirt?
No.
Did you pay for the hat?
No.
See, you're an A-list
I
celebrity.
paid for my jeans.
Yeah, no. So I've been talking to
I
BC
didn't-
Racing
I didn't
about
pay for
making
my shoes.
No, I've been talking to BC Racing about making pants forever.
Yeah.
Because I want sponsors to make
You just
pants.
don't want to make pants. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they need
And
to
it's
do that.
stupid. We like car people. Anybody watching this car, you know, like you won't even hesitate to drop thousands of dollars. But when you got to buy a shirt and it's like $30, are you freaking insane? Or like even putting gas in, like
That bank, all the little banks here are so cool. It's a really good place to watch from too.
I think the banks are more exaggerated too because you're quickly up and down, so it's very roller coastery.
Yeah.
Which is fun. Really.
You're not setting it like an
Yeah, if
Irwindale
you're
and
sitting
like
on a
stuff.
bank, it's like, but here you're like, whee!
California boys are kind of envy to you guys when you guys can run your street cars.
Yeah.
California can't do that. They are track cars, stay track. You guys do? You guys from a different state?
No, I got 55 and just stock chaser. Stock chaser out here in trouble.
That thing is definitely not legal.
Why? What's illegal about it?
The car is
No,
not
I'm
legal in
curious,
the
like-
U.S.
Well, besides that.
Yeah.
They'll bring the law book and be like, "Oh, your car's bright colored. Pull over. Something's wrong."
You're not.
Or
I'm dead
they'll,
serious. I
they'll,
wanna hear a
literally,
list
they'll
of what
take
they would-
they'll take out a tape measure and measure how.
Be the police officer for me. Tell
As soon as they see you have a modified exhaust, they would say, rather than even popping your hood, state ref. So a state ref consists of $1,600 fine with the possibility of no longer having the car on the track. And that's it.
What
It's
if,
something
what
as
if I
simple as
told
that.
them, though, that's how they came from the factory because they don't know anything about
They don't
chasers?
care. It's easier for them to send you to the court and prove it at bar with the EPA than to sit there and
But it's
listen
an
to you.
automatic $1,600
That's
fine
fine.
if they just ref you?
Yeah, if they ref you, $1,600.
But what if
fine.
you're not wrong? Like, what if you're legal?
So either you pay the fine. So back in the day when I got ref, I paid my fine and that was that. Or if you're totally legit legal, like a factory truck car, let's say a FD.
Or don't most people just put the stock exhaust back
Yeah,
on?
you put it back to stock, including
go in.
smog stuff. You go in and they do a full inspection on it. And
Okay, so let's
if
keep
it
going.
passes, you're good.
What else?
Car height. Your front's pretty high.
Yeah,
If it's too low, they'll tape measure it. CHP, California
good
Highway
with height?
Patrol. Good with height on the front, you're okay. You want to pop your hood?
Yeah.
Your non-DOT window, that can be
No, it's I got it certified.
certified by Home Depot.
Yeah, you want to go?
That's probably legit.
Okay.
You have working headlights?
Yeah. Don't look at that though.
You have an intercooler, so why do you have an intercooler?
It comes with the factory.
The AC condenser or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shiny bits? State ref. What's
Really?
all this? I don't even know what, I don't have to know what this is. State ref. Let's make sure it's street legal.
Brake
Safe.
inspection.
Okay. All right. We're gonna pause the video real quick because I don't want this to be in the video. Look for my. What would you do about? No. No.
Right now, Fielding thinks his motor's blown, and we're having Trevor look at it because Trevor is the Jay-Z doctor.
Because I went through this once already.
It doesn't sound blown to me.
It's not blown.
What? Something sounds angry inside.
It could be like, I would almost pull the plugs and look at it. And I got a compression tester.
Yeah.
So I would do that, and then worst case scenario, you do the blow by or the leak down test on it too, just to see. But what about injector wiring, all that stuff? We did have that one weird injector. Have you ever had a weird injector wire or something? That didn't change. I would check that plug specifically. Oh yeah.
Is it a huge vacuum leak?
I unplugged number 2. Nothing
And it's not doing anything. I wonder if it's just an injector or a coil or something like that. It's not knocking or anything, so.
Right. I'll just pull all the plugs and look at them.
Yeah, I pulled that one specifically and look at it. Then we can do compression too. Aaron, we just had the best Mexican food and like street tacos ever.
Where?
It's like 0.6 miles down the road.
We're karting. Sick. I guess we're supposed to go against one of the little local kids here, and apparently he's real fast and he's gonna smoke us all. So let's see what we got.
This is behind the scenes right now. We are setting up a little shoot with a 9-year-old boy who's gonna drive against professional drifters. Oh, you make money drifting. You make money drifting. They're all professionals. Matt Field obviously makes money drifting. That's the definition of a professional. Chelsea and who's the other guy we have racing? Fielding. Fielding actually does it too. He's been in a bunch of commercial shoots lately, did Hyperdrive. So here we go. We're gonna have all of them in equalized carts. The carts are so equalized that they have weights in Fielding's carts because he's a featherweight. How much weight did they put in your cart?
I don't know.
100 pounds?
I'm gonna tell my dad too.
Okay. He's cocky. He said he's gonna give them all a head start too. So I thought this would be a really fun challenge. So we're gonna see not only how fast he is against all of our guys, I'm guessing he's gonna be faster, but we're also gonna see how fast our guys are. Who do you think's the best karter?
Me.
Outside of you, he's cocky.
I like this kid.
All right, why don't you? Do you know who they are?
No.
Oh God, you've never heard of any of them?
No.
Really? Who do you guys think is gonna win?
Out of us?
Yeah. Who's the best drifter out of Luke and Chelsea and all you guys?
Chelsea.
Best drifter?
Yeah, who's the best drifter out of all you guys?
Maybe Luke.
To be honest, I've never seen anyone drive as like Luke.
Really?
Like Chelsea's
do
really,
you
really
think?
good, but
Probably Luke.
How about you?
Chelsea.
Yeah.
it depends what we're talking though.
Luke
like,
is really
Yeah,
good.
I think Chelsea win in any competition any day. though.
Right.
Like competition driving,
Competition.
Chelsea.
Who's gonna win the karting? Who's the best like real race car driver, if you know what I mean?
From what Matt said, it sounds like that.
Yeah.
You think so?
He does like coaching. He's on a road course like.
I do coaching just because I teach don't mean I know how to do it.
Because drifters, you're not on the shirt. Get out of here, David.
I know.
Get out of here.
Confident are you feeling?
I just want to kick Matt's ass. That's all I care about.
Oh
It's not mine.
That's it, because you talk the most shit.
You think you're gonna win, Matt?
I do.
Well, like,
But I don't know.
I have confidence like none of you guys will beat the kid.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
the
agree
kid's
with
gonna
that.
whoop everybody's ass.
He's got, not only does he have, the weight advantage, but he also has the home track.
Yeah. So this is gonna be like a side bet between
it.
you guys.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Because
Who
we all
gets
know the
second?
kid's gonna win.
Who's the fastest loser?
Yeah.
Exactly.
My eyes are up here.
Chelsea, do you think you're gonna beat him?
Yes, yeah.
We're always jamming. He did beat me one time on electric cars, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, electric
never
cars.
ridden
That doesn't count, right?
Yeah, electric
They
is not
just, he just slipped him a 20 and they turned him to level 6.
No, they just never turned me down. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
I work at a kart track 3 days a week, so maybe.
Yeah, I own one and I'm
You
realistic.
do. You do.
I'm realistic.
Wait, I'm like, oh, I work at a kart track. He's like, I own a kart track.
Cute, Chelsea. Cute.
Yeah. I don't either. I've done maybe 20 laps.
We can tell he doesn't ride karts.
This is I'm built for comfort, not speed. How confident are you,
Out
Luke?
there on the-
Not at all.
So everybody's together, everybody looks
I
good.
literally have,
Let's do
for
it.
starters, I have 200 pounds on the kid,
I don't even know where
and then I've got like 100 pound on all these skinny little bastards. so they're all taking side bets on who's gonna win amongst the losers. Well, because you guys are the losers. Well, I don't know. Chelsea reckons he's gonna beat him because he works at a go-kart track. You know. I got hit by heaps of rocks. Brush that shit off.
Yeah, I don't have that internal padding.
That hit. I got layers. I'm like an onion, yeah.
Idle, it just shuts off.
Brush it off.
Yeah, I think all of them.
Welcome to Drift Week Challenge on track 5, day 8. We're going karting against a 9-year-old boy to make it challenging. We're giving these guys a big head start, and he's going to be starting way back there. Are you ready? All right, how long is he going to take? Here he comes. Oh my God, that is not even fair.
Oh my god. Ah, somebody's off! Who's off? Who's that?
Oh, Chelsea, we're picking up so many rocks. The kid's bumping him. The kid's bumping him. He hit him.
Jumping. You can see them hopping. Oh my god. That's not even fair.
That kid got a motor.
Jesus. So fast. Oh my god.
He's very loud.
Truly, we gave him a little bit tweak on the motor. Yeah,
pretty clear the 9-year-old won. Here he comes across the finish line. He basically laughed them.
Matt really won this race because he went back a half a lap.
And Luke spins out across.
So, Fielding is the only one that did the whole race.
Yeah.
Luke cut half the track the first lap. Matt cut half the track the second lap. But I would say Fielding and Matt were about dead even.
Who do you think actually deserves the win? Because we need to put him in place.
Matt.
After cutting it like that?
You pushed me in the dirt so fucking bad.
Which time?
We're in the last corner, second to last corner out here.
You were the only guy that didn't cut track, I think. Is that correct?
I didn't cut it once.
So what happened?
I got hit in the face and the whole body with rocks. Pedal down, eyes closed. Let's go.
You pushed Matt off track, didn't you?
I got pushed off over there.
Okay, so you pushed him off, and Matt just straight cut the track.
Fucking guy. Yeah.
So we're trying to figure out who won.
Probably Fielding.
You think? What do you think, Luke?
I'm just
Did you
surprised
cut
that my
the track?
fat ass was
No,
better.
that one.
Yeah.
Probably Fielding.
But that was fantastic. 3 deep, so tight. That was fantastic.
Wait, you in the same
Great
race
job.
as us?
High five. Come on.
Hey, I
Good
finished
job.
first before everybody.
I thought he was the camera car.
All right.
Yeah.
And that kills it.
Clean
I
the
think
track off for you
the
guys.
9-year-old kid won. And then, obviously, and then after that, I think we're going to have to give it to Fielding.
Woo!
And then
I'll take the points.
Matt, and then Luke, and then Chelsea. Chelsea was a DNF.
I think Luke got second for sure.
Oh,
Considering he only did 3/4
I think they have
of the
to.
time.
Wait, he spun, caught you guys,
Yeah.
passed you guys, and then you looped him out.
He
No,
fell
he
off
cut
the
track 3 times.
To me, lap time wise, he
Hey,
won.
to be fair, I tapped you before
Good
the
enough.
left-hander, and then you went off
He was
after.
only salty.
Introduce yourself to the camera real quick on the YouTube channel so they can go see your karting.
My name is Truly Adams. Check my YouTube channel,
Police,
Truly
he
the
flew by us
Truth,
like we were sitting there.
and Travis coaching.
Just like Drift Week going on.
What do you do on your YouTube channel?
Race, practice. I did one stretching video.
Do you teach us how to go faster than you?
No,
No? That's not possible?
no.
He's cocky. He's good. All right, let's go.
Thanks for beating them. Yeah.
Also, you had a cheater cart.
I did.
No, you don't think so? You just took off, literally sweeping his cart out of dirt. He has so much dirt from the race.
God damn it.
I want to say thank you to so much. These are the owners of Adams Motorsports Park. They invited us out. We had an amazing day. We got to ride karts. We drove drift cars on it. We had a fantastic time. It's in the mountains in California. It's absolutely gorgeous. You guys are so lucky to, like, I don't want to say live your dream and do all this stuff, but it's got to feel like that working at a track. And like, your son is a part of your family at the track all the time racing. You have amazing lives.
No, it's been great. I mean, you know, this is our 60th year. Started back in 1959, 1960. So for us, yeah, it is a blessing. But when you own Magic Mountain, you don't get a chance to enjoy the ride.
This place is a very small place out in the middle of California. Like, it's a very local place, if you know what I mean. But does it ever get weird, like you guys are in video games now? Assetto Corsa, you can play it in video games. Like, you're a worldwide brand now. You know, people come from around the world to drive. It's got to be so cool. What made it famous and everything? Did drifting help it, or was the karting that helped it? Like,
You know,
obviously
it's a little
karting
bit-
is it.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
What people don't understand is it used to be Adams Kart Track where we only focused on the karts.
Yeah.
But we've had 5 guys in the Indianapolis 500 at one time. There's no other track and facility that's done that.
Really?
So all over the world, people have always come to the kart track to actually get to the next level. When we started doing the drifting, a lot of the grassroots, the kids got off the street, started drifting in somewhere safe, and then next thing you know, we were in FD with, again, like Matt Fields, Odie, all of those guys now actually winning. Odie won, I think, last year, the year before
Yeah,
last.
he's amazing as a
So
driver.
we've had individuals like that. Sam Hubinette were the test track for Falcon Tires, and all of those individuals.
They
So-
test the Falcon Tire, like, FD cars out here?
Yeah, so we've tested Falcon tires on the FD. Back in the day, Sam Hubinette would come out here and test and shake down his Viper.
Oh, wow.
And then again, a lot of the up and coming drivers became famous, I would say, whether it be on YouTube, Instagram, and or just with the community, because they would come out here, kill it, challenge the pros, and next thing you know, they're winning on FD.
Thank you so much.
We had a problem.
Have a great day.
Thank you, Aaron.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's do this.
Go back to driving.
Yeah, can we drive for a little bit longer? Perfect, let's do it.
I'll be happy when she runs again.
Okay, that's fair enough. But you're happier than you were.
Yeah, I mean,
10 minutes ago. Oh, can you? Do you have
very-
30 seconds to talk to me?
Sure.
Okay, so I did a little tiny vlog yesterday about the horrific like highs and lows of drifting.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm blocking your
Yeah,
face.
I was in a high when we did that, and now.
Oh yeah, I was like in a chemical low yesterday, and now I'm shipping in a car. I'm back on a little bit of a high, and I'm really, really dumb.
Yeah.
But you were on a chemical low like just 5 minutes ago, and now you're back on a high again.
Oh, I'm in like a solid state.
Solid
Like
state.
a solid state.
But
you
you're
know?
smiling now.
Sure.
You're much happier.
Yeah, I'm happier now that someone.
You were like, screw this whole thing.
No, I
screw
wasn't.
everything.
I was just sad that it was over, you know, because it was so much fun before now.
I did exactly what I said was going to happen at this track. And I hit one of the rumble strips. You get greedy when you're following, and it's kind of hard to see in the sun. And I got a little too excited following Mesker. And something for sure bent, but I don't know what yet. Because my steering wheel's all out of whack. Ah, you know what it was? Remember my ghetto fix for the lower control arm?
Yes.
It was that. So the nubs on my subframe are non-existent from this car being in an accident. So I manually put the lower control arm all the way in and then just tightened it and just had the friction holding it and no sort of nub or anything. In an ideal world, I would have had like a bead welded there or something, which maybe I can do because I think someone has a welder here. But for now, at least, that's a super easy fix. I should be able to just push it back in.
This is the most famous media guy in all of automotive media right now. Is that accurate?
I appreciate that.
Yeah?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm stoked to announce that we did 5 features here.
Oh,
on
wow.
5 cars. Really, really excited about them and also telling the story of this Drift Week. It's like Drag Week, but it's with drifting. it's crazy.
It's also Drag Week. First of all, we came to this idea and I had the idea and I was telling to people and they're like, oh, that's like Drag Week. And I'm like, oh. So then I had to go research Drag Week and I'm like, they drive all over the place to drive like one pass for 7 seconds.
Okay, so not even that. Now, get this. The cars are down to 5 seconds. 4,000.
Oh my God.
Almost 5,000 horsepower street cars. Legit. And I've ridden in them and they're still comfortable, which is crazy because they run 2 fuel tanks, 2 sets of injectors, anything and everything to be comfortable and also be fast.
And those are purpose-built Drag Week cars then,
Well,
right?
yeah, they can't run in anything else. They're basically pro mod cars for the street.
God.
Which is unbelievable. And which I'm actually excited to see this kind of event kind of take off and people actually purposely built drift cars for this event.
Yeah.
So just to give you a little bit of history, Drag Week started about over 10 years ago. And the first event had only 10 cars, I think.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the same thing, right?
Oh, you're making me like panic here, like anxiety.
And then
thinking about this.
now it's like 250 cars at Drag Week.
Wow.
Maybe this will be a rolling drift event that will have that many cars eventually. Who knows? But like you actually have to have the creature comforts, the safety, plus the reliability, and it has to shred, which is crazy to me.
Absolutely. I cannot believe when I was coming up with the idea, I didn't know if it would work as well as it did, and I thought every car would be broken by day 3, but we're on day 5 of drifting and day 8 of driving total, and the cars are still like Adam's car, and like these cars are still moving.
And the crazy thing to me, sorry to
No,
the
go,
crazy
just
thing
talk.
to me, it's like I have so much to say, is the stories. You
Yeah.
know, the stories you would just never hear anywhere else except on Drift Week.
Mm-hmm.
For example, like Fielding running out of gas and having to get pushed by Luke, right, for like 20 miles on the public roads.
Yeah.
Which that, and then like Matt Fields like shifter like exploding or whatever going into the entertainment system.
Yeah.
This is like these things that just don't happen to drift cars, because normally drift cars don't get driven 2,000 miles.
Yeah.
You know, and these are real drift cars, and plus they turn hundreds of laps. It seems like every single time they actually land at a track.
Mm-hmm.
It's unbelievable.
What's
It's really
crazy
cool.
too is we had such a good time. Some of the tracks invited us back. They're like, anytime you ever want to drive again,
Yeah.
just hit us up. So we're gonna do some of the tracks on the way back home again, because we're having such a good time. We have to drive by them anyways.
That's the
so
fun.
we might as well just stop and drive
I love
them more.
that so much. It totally.
Yeah.
Not to bring in Drag Week again, but I got to. I've shot it so many times with Hot Rod Magazine.
Yeah.
I've had 2 covers with that event. Also, countless features. One time I remember, kind of at the end, it's like, all right, we finished the event. Event's over. People are tired. You know, people swap motors on the side of the road. All of that. This guy, I go up to him, I see him, he's so dirty, and he just like finished swapping the transmission. It's like, all right, event's over. What do we do now? Well, it's open track. Let's do more drag racing. That's the same thing here. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, event's over. We're gonna go home. Let's drift more. Why not, right? This is the craziest thing.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love it. With that said, I have to come along next time.
One of the things about drifting I've talked about for a long time is my favorite part about drifting is every other sport, it feels like you're competing against the other person. Whereas drifting, most of the time you're just driving with your friends and you're having fun.
Yeah.
And it's not like a competition. So like instead of driving against someone and making them look bad, you drive with them to make you both look good,
Yeah.
which is fun with drifting.
Yeah, and cool. It's a purpose thing. You know, the fact that Matt Field was telling me, you know, how long they worked on the transmission or the drive shaft to get it back in, and the fact that he drove overnight, little sleep, for no reason, just to make it here relatively on time.
You know, they left like 4 hours after us and beat us because they were going like 140 the whole way.
That's so crazy. Like,
Yeah.
These are the stories that really inspire me. I love to tell these stories, and I just love to be around it. This is real car culture. This is ground zero for the best kind of car culture.
What's your favorite car here?
Oh, that's tough to say. See, the thing is, there are already, even though this is the first one, you can see there's ones that are just purpose-built drift car, right?
Yeah.
You got Fielding's car, you got Dustin Miles. That's
Yeah.
like a purpose-built drift car, nothing else, no creature comforts, nothing, basically, right? And then you have the ones that are a little more comfortable, like Adam LZ's car. A lot more, it has heater, it has power windows. You know, it's a great car, but it's definitely more of a street car.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's tough to say. Favorite car, I don't know, man. That's really tough for me to say.
Most of everyone on the trip that's actually driving chose the Corvette.
Really?
Yeah, because they all want to drive it on track.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing about that Corvette is it comes from the factory basically as the perfect Drift Week car, and Matt has just made it better, safer, faster, all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's tough to say. You know, I featured 5 cars. I think the 5 cars that really just were basically the top that I think that everyone should kind of take a second look at. But every car is special in some way or another. You
Which
know?
cars did you do?
So I did Adam's car, I did Matt Field's car, I did what else?
Chelsea's, I think I saw in Fielding's.
Yeah. Fielding's and one more.
one missing.
Also the Mustang.
Oh.
Yeah. So the.
Can you believe he built that in like 2 or 3 weeks before the event?
That
And
is
it
so
works?
crazy to me. Okay, so I do have to say my 2 top favorites are Chelsea's car and the Mustang, I think.
Yeah.
The Mustang has a great story, and it's one of those things where he saved a car that would have been scrapped otherwise.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, thank you so much for talking
Thank
to
you.
me. Thanks for taking so long and so much time.
Yeah.
All right. So we're about to load up all these cars and get out of here. Every night we have to do the trailer and pick up. So one of the problems is the broken cars. Luke Fink's car is broken right now. Fielding's car is broken right now. The lighting is so cool. Fielding, are you making any progress?
Good.
What?
Fixed it.
What was it?
Plugs.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He was so down, so depressed.
I was.
And now you're happy?
I'm super happy.
Bye, boom!
I'm so happy.
I can't wait to drive with you.
I know.
I'm excited.
Me too.
You better watch out though. You know how I get when I get overexcited driving.
Yeah, I gotta still drive home. Remember, we have multiple days after Grange to drive together. So
That's how you bribe me not to wreck into
That's
you.
right, exactly. Don't forget.
For you guys that don't know my S14, it's
on the way.
No, not on the way. It's
Yeah, fair enough.
What?
How does it play?
Yeah.
We still don't know if Michael's gonna make it.
No, I just mean it's like a battering ram.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, it's like a battering ram.
That's what you're
But he has a good old fiberglass here to defend himself
Oh, great.
from the
Yeah.
battering
We know
ram.
that's gonna work.
I don't even run fenders anymore.
Oh my God, you're a dick.
There's nothing on my car to break.
There's nothing to break. Yeah.
This thing looks still good. I don't know anything about that car, but it's cool. And then Luke Fink is working on his car. It's got a group of people back here. It's out. Do you have one to put in?
Luckily, the diff I took out of this car is only located half an hour from here.
Perfect.
But my friend's like 45 minutes away from his shop, so.
But it's coming tonight?
Yeah.
Cool. Do you have any plan to get your car out of here tonight, or how are we gonna do this? Do you know?
No, what time do we need to be out?
I suppose in 20 minutes?
Well, that's a problem.
That is a problem. But you know what's cool is the taco place is open till 7, so at 6 o'clock I'm gonna go eat tacos.
We can drag it there.
Yeah.
Drag it down.
Oh, we could drag it. You can put the tires on it.
Well,
I keep forgetting.
My CVs will bounce off the ground a little bit, but that's fine.
I'm not worried about that. Nice shirt.
Here we are with the tow truck. About to pick up my stupid car. This has not been a great day. It was a great day and then it isn't. Anyway, I don't even feel like vlogging right now, but here's this footage of the tow truck and my car. The tow truck, my girlfriend, my car. Tow truck, broken car. So it's definitely gonna scrape probably. I don't know what's wrong with my car. Some kind of electrical problem. It starts, and then as soon as it warms up, it completely skitzes out. So I got some work to do to figure it out. But that's what I get for driving a drift car across country. Keep going. Nice. Oh, the back can scrape all you want. Really? Yep, 100%. This is the only thing fragile. The back is a KBD bumper, so no problem there. I ain't worried about that bumper. No, you're good on the back. The rest of the body kit is an indestructible material. It's just the front bumper and this that's any kind of fragile stuff. No, you did great, man.
Yo, we're so close to Disneyland.
Had some casualties yet again. Luke's car is getting transported on the trailer.
It's a minor thing at the very end of the day. It's fine.
His drivetrain exploded.
Well, it's been whining for a long time and it probably doesn't have oil in it.
Oh yeah, it definitely doesn't. It definitely
That's-
doesn't. His diff definitely went.
Yeah, it's sort of a thing I knew was coming.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming, and what better place to break it than half an hour down the road from where the diff is that I took out of the car.
So we've got 2 chill days now. I don't know what's gonna go on for both of the days. Tomorrow I plan on doing a little maintenance
2 or
and stuff.
3.
Hallelujah!
What a day, what a day. Oh my goodness. What a couple of days. That's been wild. Ooh, but look at this thing. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man.
Dirty. Look at your hands.
Oh, I'm a dirtball, dude. I was hanging out with your boy Tanner.
Look at this guy. I was underneath the car.
Yeah. Damn, look at that. All right, let me just close this out, and then I'm going to go enjoy this beautifully painted S15 here. Epic day, super good. We were absolutely exhausted. Left the house later than normal, but didn't really miss out on anything. Got a ton of laps, but right towards the end of the day, I started feeling that the clutch was feeling a little bit weird. When we jacked it up, some of the torque tube bolts were loose, and couple of the bolts were a little bit sketchy going in because there's so much corrosion on the bell housing, so gonna have to look at it. So I need to ask Odie if we're gonna be able to borrow his lift. Get this thing off the lift, dude. I gotta fix my Corvette.
Yeah, you guys just put the last bits of suspension on.
Get this thing off, dude. Get this thing off. We got a Corvette to fix. But yeah, we're gonna be prepping the car here at Odie's tomorrow. We have 2 more things. 2 more. Grange on Friday, and then the Hoonigan Burnyard after that. And as a lot of you guys know, Grange is like insanely bad on cars. So want that thing prepped, dialed, ready to go before we go. So
we're gonna break another torque tube.
No, yeah, no more torque tube breaking. Just enjoying. So see you guys.
And for our fun little point sheet, the leaders right now are Fielding Shredder and Matt Field with 350 points, and behind them is Dustin Miles and Rudy Hansen tied for the next little group of spots. So it's really fun to see who the strongest teams of drivers and cars and passengers and just everything, keeping everything together is. Great job, guys. Great work. Can't wait to see more.